Good evening, 1907, 14th of February 2022. It's Valentine's Day actually. And yeah, we see some recovery. Yesterday, I was a little bit skeptical again, like how the recovery is working. I'm still a little bit skeptical because I want to show you today a little bit more signs what is coming probably. So let's start with Ethereum. Mm, We got rejected here last week on 21 weekly EMA, also on this resistance. Now we broke up the support we needed to hold. This was super critical support we needed to hold and we didn't. We needed to stay in the structure, which we barely are now doing, but it seems more like we are just hanging there and it will probably go lower, so it's still not a good signs at all on the market. BTC looks a little bit better. It holds the important support, which is 41,000. Now, if Bitcoin is leading still, we should see Ethereum breaking out here and take the support too, hold this support, like break the resistance, hold it again. It didn't happen, which gives me not so much hope that Bitcoin can hold it. We will see. We got in Bitcoin also rejected here at weekly 21 EMA, and yeah, not good signs. Stock market looks the same. Rejected on weekly 21 EMA. We need to go above it. We didn't, and retested few times and then go a little bit off. This is not a good sign at all. As I mentioned yesterday, this is bad signs. Something big is coming. Nobody knows how quickly it will come, but I was expecting some storm this year, but I didn't expect it so soon. I expected somewhere in the second part of the year. So let's see how fast the storm will come. But yeah, it doesn't look really great. If the storm was already this, which I don't think it was actually, it was how many? 10% only. That's not enough. Probably we need to go lower. We need to go like 30% down. That could be the storm I'm waiting for, or even more. And yeah, not really great news. Standard and Poor, the same situation. Today I wanted to show you something new. Let's check crypto fear index 46, which is not, it's not greed or even big fear. It's still fearful, but yeah, it's understandable why market is feeling fearful because the signs are not there yet. The signs for recovery are very small. But it usually the recovery takes everyone by surprise, right? If you take the Corona break looked like this, but yeah, you could see the all green candles after that, but we didn't see that actually here. We don't see it. We have this red candle here, which makes me worry. If it would be still white here, so green and positive, then I will be pretty confident. But the last week was pretty unsuccessfully in recovery. So let's see. Now we are of course in an accumulation phase. We are accumulating now, and we don't know for what. The accumulation can last longer and it can go down. And of course, after the accumulation, the big break up will follow. But the thing about this is that you don't know how long accumulation lasts. It can last for a month, it can last for a year, it can last for 2 years. So this is very hard to predict. Now it doesn't seem like a recovery to me anymore. It look a little bit maybe like it. This still looks like a bottom, but the recovery is still not there. Bitcoin is not strong enough to break the weekly 21 EMA. Until it will do so, there is basically no hope for recovery to it. So once it will break weekly 21 EMA and retest it a few times for a couple of weeks, then yeah, then I will be very happy to announce the recovery. But now it's like it recovered a little bit from this capitulation, but yeah, no signs of super recovery yet. Okay, now something completely different. I wanted today to explain you a little bit about what is going on in the markets and how you can maybe help yourself to predict some um bad times. And yeah, usually the bad times, there are a few things you can do to predict a crisis. Nobody knows them, that not of the all of them are for sure, but this one proven to be pretty reliant. And usually when it touches this line, the zero percentages of 10-year treasury bonds, this is bonds, it's 10-year treasury bond minus 2-year treasury bond, and it has proven to be pretty good indicator of crisis, and the market will go down. I didn't believe that market would go down here, and it didn't actually. But we saw the huge outbreak of corona here. So if you would follow this in 2019, you would predict the corona, because every time it touches the line or it is near the line, then there is a very short period, and then there is some shock to the market. This is, you can find it on Fed economic data, St. Louis. This is official data from Fed, and you can use this data. It's you can Google this. And yeah, now if we will zoom a little bit to the current situation, what is happening, you can see there is a huge jump. Yeah, can I make it? Yeah, you can see it here. So we saw in few days very steep uh, step down, which is not usual, and pretty dangerous, I have to say. So once we will see that this line will touch the bottom, this is a very big warning sign that in a few months something big will come. Yeah. So maybe it has proven to be you can check the data. It has proven to be pretty useful. Not every single time. You can see here that it touches in 1998, then it recovered, and then you would need to wait 2 years to go down, back, and then that was a dot-com bubble, right? 2001. Here is 2008, 2009, the mortgage bubble in the United States, but it affected the whole world. It happened basically since it touched the line, so that was 2006 January, pretty much after, oh, was it 2 years? Okay, yeah, so 2 years. So you could predict with this 2 years ahead that something is coming. Yeah, but 2 years is a lot of time, right? So it's nobody knows it, nobody can predict it, but you can read the media now. Media are pretty scared. They're scaring you all the time. They are telling you that the big storm is coming. Well, listen, I'm waiting for this storm for 3 years. Okay, since I started investing, I'm waiting for this big bubble to burst, because we didn't burst the bubble since 2009, so it has to burst one day. But well, I don't know. Yeah, it seems a little bit too early still. I don't believe that big shock is coming so soon, and hopefully we will see some recovery this year, at least for stocks and crypto. I believe, I truly hope that we will still see the big expansion finish, the big bull market finish, and that would be basically over, and then the big shock will come, and then we will start all over. As it is, as you can see, it's a cycle, right? It's like sinusoid. It's copied up and down, and here it's up, and it will go down again. So maybe it was already, maybe the high point was here, and I already missed it. That's also possible, that the bull run is over now, and we will experience the shock of the on the market. But this graph should help you to predict the shock, when the shock will happen. So once it touches the this line, the 0% bond, uh, that means that you will not get any interest rate from the bonds. Then yeah, then you will not have much time before everything will go down. and go down means like this should be super bubble, but let's see if it will be explosion of super bubble. You cannot read media so much because media will usually tell you exactly the opposite of what it will actually happen. So media always reflect on what already happened, so you can predict it via media, which is pretty much useless. Like there is a quite good saying that uh, find me the news and I will find you the graph. So that means that uh, the news always comes after. Yeah, so people who are in the news are watching some graphs or some market, they see some correction and they are like, yeah, this is the game over for everyone. And the same as they said, like, sell everything when the corona outbreak was there and it's a total collapse. And yeah, it collapsed, but you know how it ended. We collapsed and then we recovered as like never. Very fast recovery. So I don't believe that the bubble will burst so soon. We for sure see the signs of maturity of the market. The inflation is going sky high. Also here in Czech Republic, it's all around the world. It's a lot in the United States. I saw a very good video where the girl analyzes the Fed situation, and she came to the 16% inflation per year, which is more than 16%. Which is absolutely crazy. We have now about 10% in Czech Republic. Depends on the goods, but the average or mean is about 10% per year, which is crazy inflation. And the more inflation will get crazy, the more central banks will, of course, intervene. The more the structure of the economy will get broken, and yeah, there is high possibility that we will see the big correction, which we are all waiting for, basically. But yeah, I don't. I hope it will not happen because I have a lot of money in now. So that's the only thing. That's the only reason I don't want it to happen. But if it will happen, then there is just you just need to wait. You never sell in this situation. You never sell. I would not recommend to buy now because the situation is very unstable. You need to always wait with buying. To break some very important supports, or hold it for several weeks, and we are not kind of on the edge. We don't know where we are going, so I would now is the best time just to wait how the market will play, and then play along with it. Yeah, so if it will go up, you can buy on the way up a little bit, but I wouldn't buy much now because yeah, the storm is coming, that's for sure. But I think media overall are a little bit too pumped, and they are everywhere. You just go to the YouTube and write crisis, like it's all over the place, like everybody is talking about the crisis. But crisis never come when everybody is talking about it. It's very important to remember. Yeah, the crisis doesn't come when you talk about it. The crisis will come as a shock to everyone, as always did. Yeah, in 2008, 2009, nobody understood. Nobody wrote about the crisis. They just wrote it when the market was down one day at like 20%. So, or 10%, or what was it? It was like super high number. So it usually comes as a shock, a big shock to everyone. So to me, the safe spot now is that all media are talking about how market will be demolished. So that's a kind of a good news for me because that's media are almost always wrong. So don't trust it. Trust your own judgment. Trust these graphs, which prove to be very, very useful. Trust the analysis. I told you before. Weekly 21 EMA. This all can help, to predict the structure of the market. And now I'm holding. I will hold until all this storm. I mean, if we will see recovery, I will probably go all out from the market. I will leave there few bucks, but now I'm basically all in. And the market structure doesn't look good, so I'm not in a great situation now, but I can hold. Yeah, that's the only thing I can do, and I will recommend you the same. So don't sell, don't buy now, wait until the market will Figure out what needs to do, observe the things which are important here, observe the weekly 21 EMA, observe Fred, observe fear index, observe all Fibonacci, observe all things I was talking about in the previous lectures, and make your own judgment and make your own decisions. Yeah, because I'm doing something doesn't mean that you need to do it. Yeah, I'm not some kind of a super guru. So use your own common sense. Try to, learn as much information as you can. As you can see, I'm doing the same. I'm just operating with the limited knowledge I have. Everyone's knowledge is limited, right? So you can make your own decisions based on me, based on other people, based on the market, based on your judgment. What do you think? The only thing you shouldn't follow are your emotions. Yeah, your emotions are your worst enemy in the market. So when your emotions are telling you, please sell everything, it's usually the time when market break and do the new all-time highs. Let's hope this is the time. Yeah, we are heading down, so let's see how it will go. But once we will touch the line here, I will definitely inform you about that. That would be the time where you should be really cautious because you will have few months or maybe a year to basically step out of the market or reduce your holdings as much as you can because something big will come after that. So I will definitely tell you in one of the videos, and we will probably see more signs here, but this one will be the most critical one. Once we touch that line, we don't have much time after that. Yeah. So and it happened all the time. You can see here. Yeah, it even happened when this one go under. Okay, I'll put it a little bit here. You can see here. It was what was it? August 78, and it happened January 80. So it was almost 2 years. Yeah. So you have usually like under 1 year time usually, which is a lot of time to reduce your position or maybe. Just prepare yourself psychologically for something like that coming, not adding to the positions. That would be great advice when the market will go down like this and you start losing the money. The worst thing ever would be when you see these treasury bills going like that to add the money there. Yeah, because uh, the, the important thing is the bonds are the opposite of the market. Okay, this is very important. I wanted to tell you. So this is the bonds, and bonds are opposite to the stocks. Yeah, so when the stocks are rising, the bonds are going lower. So this is why the market shows you why it is happening like that. So when bonds are growing, that means the stocks are going down. So this is why it is crisis. This is maybe confusing for you why it's going up, and I'm talking about crisis. So this is because it's the opposite. Yeah, bonds are opposite to the stocks. When the bonds are going up, the stocks are going down most of the time. And when the bonds are going up really high like that, yeah, that's the time where you should be cautious. We can see that here it started. It was when it was negative, which is very rare. And here too, 81, 79. Since then, it never happened. It always happened after the recovery. So let's see if the model will go. Here it was very close too, but I don't think that was. Now the question is if this was really considered as a crisis or as a shock. Yeah, because they basically touched it, and now we will see if the crisis will come sooner. But I truly hope that we need to touch it again and to create some kind of a pressure, and then it will come. So yeah, not the great times now. I would say that the best times are now to hold and wait for the good opportunity to buy. Yes, so once this will happen, once the bonds are on the top and the everything is falling down, you should always have some extra cash. Usually it's recommended at least 50% of your capital. Yeah, have at least 50% of your capital ready for these moments. This can mean a huge, you know, this can change your life actually. So with that knowledge, if you know that something like this will happen, and it will happen probably very soon, just like Don't invest anywhere. Just hold your money. Hold it on whatever you like to hold it. Hold some savings. They will lose some value because inflation is really high, but still the money you can make on Bitcoin, Ethereum, stocks are absolutely out of this world. I mean, okay, if you take inflation 10%, even 20% per year, that's nothing compared to Bitcoin gains. Yeah, that's like nothing in the bull market of Ethereum. Imagine that you bought here for 200. I bought for 330 somewhere here. This was my I bought 4 Ethereum here. Sadly, I sold most of the Ethereum here because I would never imagine that Ethereum would go like this. It was big surprise for me. So I kept my one Ethereum until here and I sold it for $3,600 somewhere here. And then I bought it again and then it fell off. So now I'm a little bit in the minus, but still I bought here. Yeah, so like I'm in a huge plus. So on crypto, you can use it. Crypto is very cyclical, same as whole economy, same as whole life. Let's say everything in the life is cyclical. And if you figure out the cycles for Bitcoin, and they are very well described. Maybe I will invest one of the next chapters to prepare you for the cycles and halving in the Bitcoin. One of my like I produce a video for my friends where I describe it, but maybe I will make it public, some little bit more knowledge about that. Let's see. Maybe if I'll reach more viewers, I will publish it. So yeah, I mean even if the storm will come and you have some money left, just hold it and then buy. Yeah, when Bitcoin will go to 20 sub 20K, that will be your lifetime opportunity to be billionaire because millionaire, maybe billionaire because imagine when would it go to 20,000, you would buy, I don't know, one Bitcoin and then sell it for 300, 200K. You would make 100K in 1 or 2 years. So that's, you can call it fantasy, but it happened many times before. So it's not really. So all the bad news are for something good. Yeah. So people who know these things are operating like that. So they are selling on these low points and buying here. And yeah, now we are coming to the lower points, so stocks should do a little bit better. But then when we will touch the bottom and start recovering from it, this is the point where you should be really cautious and start pile up your money for the big buy and not buying until it will happen. Yeah, and then you, of course, when the storm will come, you need to buy in the the storm is it doesn't mean that it will come in one day. It will last for it can last for several months. It can last even for a year. This correction, you can see that this correction lasts already since November, basically. So we have mid of February, so it lasts already for 3 months. And yeah, recovery usually lasts like that. You can see that this recovery was lasting for 77 days, and this recovery is lasting. Oh wow, for 77 days. It's exactly the same as this one. So, never noticed that. So maybe we have good times ahead of us. Let's see. But yeah, keep the close eye to this one. Once it will touches the ground, be cautious. Uh, don't buy anything. Just wait. If you can reduce your position, if you are in the slight plus, reduce your positions because the storm will come. Yeah, very 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 short after that. And short, I mean, like in the year or year and a half, but you will not regret it. Yeah. So yeah, this can help you a lot to get rich. This can be a huge thing for you. I discovered this accidentally actually. Some guy recommended it on one of the articles, and I figured out how it works. So yeah, use it, and yeah, good. That will be all for today. Take care.